What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trading Crypto. Today we're over Pangolin, which is up 12.3%. Big runner today at 14.2 cents. $31 million market cap, extremely small market cap. I've gone over this coin several times before. I think it's going to be an excellent play this bull run with a circulating supply of 220 million. Small circulating supply with small market caps are always eye-catching for me because those are the ones that can absolutely run if they get some sort of catalyst behind them. They get big moves. Max supply is 538 million. All-time high is 4 years ago at 1885. All-time low is a year ago. Man, if you would have bought a year ago, man, you'd be up 100x. Insane. So currently available on the following exchanges. Looks like the leading volume is CoinW. Don't even know what that is. The crazy part is CoinW has a higher volume than the Pangolin exchange itself. So that's kind of weird. So yeah, you can buy it on the Pangolin exchange, XT, WEX, and then you have, Bitmart. So it's not really available on any super hard heavy exchanges. I mean, it is on Coinbase, but the volume on Coinbase is so small. So I mean, at least it's on a big exchange like that. So when retail comes in, that just gives another platform, because when retail comes in, they're not going to be using the MEXC, the KuCoin and stuff like that. They're going to be using, the crypto.com, the Coinbase, the Binance. Those are pretty much the main three that retail uses, because, those are the big ones that are more user friendly for new crypto users. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on PNG. All right, everybody, PNG here. We're looking at on the day chart here, long-term time frame from beginning to now. The chart's actually not looking too bad. I know we had this downtrend since March of 2024, but really not too concerned about the downtrend whatsoever with the current market conditions. What we really need to focus on here is, if we go from the all-time high to the low, is getting over the 618 area. You can see we did wick up to that at about, what is this at, 16 cents. So 16 cents is our main resistance area. Right, 16 cents on a sticky note tattooed on your forehead. I don't care what you do, but that is the area of resistance that we need to overtake. This is our current downtrend support area, which has been holding since February 2024. And then we really don't have, I mean, this is kind of like an expanding wedge type pattern here. So realistically, we are at the bottom. Every time we've touched the bottom, we've seen significant rallies to the upside. We back in April, what is that, on the 9th, earlier this month, we wicked all the way down to 10. But other than that, indicators aren't looking too bad. They are a little high right now. We are at a pretty main resistance area at the 618. What I mean by that is, if we go all the way back to 2023, that was also a resistance, and you can see it was a support here. So there are some prior price volatility points around that 618 area. So what we want to look at here on the indicators on the day chart is the MACD is still bullish. So that's good. The overall momentum is still bullish. The relative strength is bullish. RSI is still tailing up here. So hopefully we're not going to experience a double top today and have a top crash. What I want to see this do, I want to see the RSI get above 50 and continue to run to the upside. If you look at the WTX, it's kind of confirming that too. We're starting to go kind of vertical here on the WTX. I want to see the WTX get over that 19 range. I want to see the WTX put in a higher high, which would continue this bullish momentum. The bad part that I see here is the stock RSI. The stock RSI is pretty high right now. You can see normally when we're at these levels, we get pretty toppy, guys, pretty toppy. So let's keep a close eye on that. But at this point in the market, with the bull run starting to take off, altcoins getting ready to rock and roll, I'm really not looking at the day chart anymore. I'm holding for 2025. I think the bull run top's going to be October, November this year. So I'm holding until then. What I'm more interested in is the 3-day, the weekly, the longer term timeframes. And if you look at all the crypto right now, these long-term timeframes are absolutely beautiful, looking ready to rock and roll. I mean, if you look at this bearish momentum right here that began January 2025, we're starting to lose that bearish momentum right here, and we're working on that bullish crossover. The RSI is reset, starting to rally to the upside. The WTX is reset, starting to rally to the upside. The big one here, guys, is the stock RSI starting to go vertical. We've only ever been up this high 2 times, guys, 2 times on PNG. And every time we've bottomed out around this level, or for experience, you bottomed out here, you went straight vertical. You bottomed out here, you went straight vertical. Look at, we had a double bottom here, and we're starting to go straight vertical, which is indicative of a good size run possibly coming here for PNG. So that's kind of what we're looking for PNG on the long term. I'm really not too concerned about the short term. I look at long-term timeframes now because I'm holding for the rest of this year, for the rest of this bull run until October, November of 2025. So short-term timeframes looking a little toppy. I'm not a short-term time trader anymore. For the remainder of this year, I'm just a buy and hold person. So if anything, the short-term timeframe does show a little bit of volatility. We are kind of, excuse me, topped out on the 4-hour. What I mean by that 4-hour is we actually had a bearish candle come in. A lighter green candle means the bullish momentum starting to be lost. The RSI did kind of top out here with a heavy V shape. The WTX here is in the red. We did not flash a sell signal yet, but we are kind of forming a double top here. If we start to head back down here, I wouldn't be surprised if that double top did confirm. And the big one here is the stock RSI's topped out. I mean, look at it. It's starting to free fall here, guys. So in the short-term time frame, I wouldn't be shocked at all if we saw a little bit of downwards movement. If you look at the uptrend support area right here, it most likely will be heading back down to that support area. And if we zoom in, we can kind of get a general idea. There's probably a fib level on the short term that we can kind of assess here, which if from the high to the low, yeah, it's probably going to retrace back down to the 618 at 1.3, I would have to assume. I mean, you do have a 786 here at 1.4 at 14.7. So right now we're currently at 13.3. So what I'm going to be looking for here is possibly just a retracement down to that 618 at 13.4, and then we can continue that rally to the upside for PNG. Overall, though, I think this thing's going to perform exceptionally well during the bull run with a small market cap and the small circulating supply. If I had to put a guess on PNG for this bull run, I wouldn't be shocked at all if we flirted around, you know, normally during bull run periods from the bear market bottom to the bull run top, you head up to the 1,236 in the next bull run, which is around $2.50. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if we went to 250 and then flirted around in this area. Now this is a big gap between the 1,236 and the 1,618. You know, the 1,618 is at $13. That's sometimes hit during the euphoria phase. You know, you have like a 1-2 week period where everyone's just throwing money at anything and they're making money. That's normally when you just see a quick wick up there and then, you know, the bear market begins. So I don't wait for that quick wick. Once I get to the 1,236 in the long-term time frame, that's when I start taking my profit. But yeah, I mean, realistically, I wouldn't be shocked at all if Pangolin went to $2 to $3. I mean, the all-time high on it was 1885 4 years ago. And if we actually look at the charts, the 1885 is, I mean, that's right up here above the 1618. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if this exchange starts taking off, you know, gets listed on more exchanges, gets more volume on the exchange itself, then obviously the PNG token is going to perform exceptionally well. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I have on PNG. So with that, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins that you would like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. So main thing here, guys, is look at the long-term time frames on crypto and assess the situation from that. I think the time for short-term trading is over and the time for buy and hold has begun. So with that, guys, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins you'd like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.